So guys, today we're not going to be doing Pokemon, we're going to be doing Marvel cards. Now these are the 2008 Lamin cards, which I myself haven't really heard or seen much of. Did taking a little bit of digging on the internet to try and find some. I don't think they're worth that much at all. But I have got quite the collection of them. Now these being 2008, it predates quite a lot of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So a lot of household names now, like Iron Man, Captain America, they weren't as well known then, as the Iron Man films had really just started coming out. As we go through the cards, we do see people like Black Panther, which is pretty cool design. I like that with the cape. But yet again, the heroes that back then not a lot of people, apart from your die-hard comic book fans, would have known. I have got a few different Captain America designs. Get to Cyclops, which hopefully over the next coming years X-Men will start making its way into the MCU. Daredevil, few mini rumours that he might make it into the Spider-Man films, or maybe that's just people hoping he will. For me, Doctor Doom is one of the best Marvel villains, but I don't think he's ever been done justice too much on the screen. Gambit is another one that, for me, I loved him growing up, mainly watching the animated TV series. I know there was a film in the woodworks, rumours were Channing Tatum was taking on, a few different actors got put in the mix with it, but nothing ever really come of that. Green Goblin, Human Torch, so Fantastic Four maybe getting redone in the next coming years, I believe. So it'd be interesting to see how they take on that. Iron Fist, wasn't really too much of a fan of the TV series. I don't know, felt a bit too much like Arrow, the DC TV series, so yeah, I didn't really get into that. We have the man that started the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe. I never knew a fat lot before the films. Since then, absolutely loved him, and the first Iron Man film is one of the best Marvel films I've ever seen. Kingpin, loved the iteration of him in the Daredevil TV series. I thought they'd done him really well. We also have Namor, which one I'd love to see come into the movies at some point. And a few more X-Men along the way. Punisher TV series I thought was awesome. She-Hulk making her TV, I believe, debut soon. Silver Surfer, one of my favourites. I'm begging he comes back in at some point. I'd love to see him done right with Galactus. Spider-Man, this is going to sound a little bit controversial, but I haven't been overly keen on the Tom Holland stuff. He's good, he's a good actor. It's made me laugh, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I just haven't quite clicked with him being Peter Parker. Maybe he's not geeky enough for me. Wolverine, whether he'll come back. I mean, if they're doing X-Men, he's got to. It'd be interesting to see how they do that. Oh, that's a pretty cool artwork. Quite a few different ones on. I'll do it like that. A couple of duplicates. Few fantastic, Looks like Fantastic Four with a few different heroes on. That is awesome. I really like that one. And that one. Some of these have got really good artwork on. But yeah, like I said, I've never really seen many people collecting these or getting them. I could be totally wrong. Yeah, again, some amazing artwork. That would be awesome to see in the movies at some point. These just look like a couple of, I guess, tag team ones you may call them, or just a few 5 people together. Couple more. Now, a lot of people seem to love Marvel more and more since the movies have come about. A few of the green people together. I've mainly liked DC over Marvel since I was a kid. Nothing against Marvel, I love it. You can be a fan of both. I definitely am. Ooh, heroes and villains. Some pretty cool artworks there. But yeah, growing up, I read a lot more of DC. Loved a lot more of their characters and backstories personally. I definitely love Marvel still. I also wouldn't have had all these. And like I say, this was before the films come out, so I won't really jump on the bandwagon or anything. I've just always loved superhero stuff. That is amazing, that one is. But yeah, there was something that DC spoke to me a little bit more growing up. Before the films, the animated series, the comics, I just loved them all. Marvel, they have done a lot better in the films. I can definitely admit that. Getting on some of the gold cards now, which have got pretty cool backs. It's really really cool. Other than that, Blade and Von making his way into the films. Yeah, I don't know how Marvel have done so much better than DC. A little bit jealous, but at the same time, it gives a little bit of healthy competition. And it also brings us some amazing comic book films. Galactus, he needs to come at some point, definitely. Ghost Rider. Yeah, some good movie. Well, the first movie I enjoyed, the second one couldn't stand. Didn't mind him in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought they'd done pretty well with him there. Yeah, again, I think some of the backs on these are cool. Had that butt staring at me the whole time. But yeah, like a lot of people, I can definitely say I love Marvel and DC. But I just prefer DC that little bit more. I'm just hoping over the next couple of years they can start doing a little bit better. It looked like they was getting on the right track. But then the new Wonder Woman film come out, and for me it was a massive letdown. I love the first one. That's pretty cool work. I like that one. Yeah, the movie I felt was such a letdown. The first one was brilliant, but DC need to start picking up the game. I'm thinking about doing a video over the next couple of months of how I feel DC could not compete with Marvel, but at least pick up the game a little bit. Just wanted to share these though. Juggernaut, I absolutely love him. It's nice seeing the Deadpool 2 film. I want obviously as many comic book films throughout the years as possible. So it'd be nice to see them both doing well. But yeah, like I was saying, I'd like to give my opinion, not that it won't mean anything, about how, touch wood, DC can potentially do better in the future, or my opinion on what might work. That is the last one. Thank you for watching. Like I say, I'll mainly do Pokemon videos, but happy to branch out and do a couple more things. Thanks for watching and enjoy in the future.